Hi, my name is Lisa. My topic is child labor, a social problem all around the world affecting children today. But before I start my presentation, I would like to show you a few things I've been doing throughout this exhibition. Here in my center is my theme, which is sharing the planet, my central idea, which is rights empower shared responsibility, my lines of inquiry, which is people have responsibilities with children, child labor needs to stop, and my key concepts, related concepts, learner profile, ATL skills, and PYP attitudes. And here is some more information on my topic, like a poem I made, my printed out PowerPoint, and a drawing I did on child labor. And here are some exhibition principles and some other files that I have been working on. Now we're going to be moving on to my PowerPoint. So in my PowerPoint, I'll be telling you what is child labor, is there a law against it, some important facts, and let's make a change together, a long way to go, my reflections, and my conclusion. I reached out to 76 people from all around the world and different age groups and asked them, what is child labor? And my options to them were, when children do household chores, when children do work that prevents them from having a regular childhood, not sure, or other. I was happy to see that 90% knew what child labor was. What is child labor? It is not helping the parents around the home, assisting in a family business, or earning pocket money outside school hours. It is mentally, physically, socially dangerous and harmful to the children, and it interferes with their schooling. In fact, there are three main points that make it child labor: their age, the type of work that they're doing, the hours, and the conditions under which it is. Then I asked my survey, is there a rule against child labor? And again, I was happy to see that 90% knew that there was a rule against child labor. But what is this rule? Well, the International Labour Organization says that all countries must take steps to do away with the worst forms of child labor, like child slaves and child soldiers. By 2025, end child labor in all forms. I asked my survey, what is the youngest age at which children are made to work? The correct answer is 5 years. Can you believe that children as small as 5 years are made to work? Then I asked them, how much are children paid every day? Less than $1 per day. That is even less than 10 Swedish crowns. You can't even buy a proper meal with that. Then I asked them, how many children die from child labor every year? 22,000. That brings us to some terrible effects of child labor. Children often get injuries like cuts, burns, and fractures, and they get physically abused and verbally attacked from their owners, and they don't get proper food, clothing, or even shelter. And I don't need to tell you, but they don't get to go to school at all. But a change is on its way. The Ivory Coast in Africa produces 40% of the world's cocoa. Cocoa makes chocolate. And did you know that the Ivory Coast is trying and make a stop to child labor and also make sure that children get to go to school? Did you know that our very own IKEA does not work with suppliers that work with child labor? And IKEA donated 60 million euros to try to make a stop to child labor. Here's a video to show you on a life of child labor.
My name is Achiromasi. I'm 13 years old.
ስሜ ብሩክት ያለሙ ይባላል። የአባቴ ስም ደግሞ አለሙ አድራጊ ይባላል።
बारी जाल खाता हूँ, साग का पकड़ाता हूँ, इसलिए कि शाम को रोल से वो देता हूँ इंजन, और इसलिए कि शाम को मेरे हाथ फटते हैं और दर्द होता है।
I do this to help my mom because she doesn't get enough if she works alone, and that's why I do help her because she doesn't get enough. And if I don't do this, she might even fail to pay some of our school fees and even to buy food for the family. So I have to do this for her.
የምሰራው በአቅሜ ማለት ነው። ከትምህርቴ ጋራ ጎን ለጎን የሚሰራው በነፃ ነው። ማለት ትምህርት ያው በአግባቡ ነው የምታስተምረን።
Can we make a change? I asked my survey, what are the things they can help me to make a stop to child labor? And they said, by not employing children, to do a huge fine and imprisonment for those who work or use child labor, do not use products that are made by child labor, and report such abusive things to the police. Let's take small steps together. How can I try and make a stop to child labor? Well, I for once can continue to make an awareness and not buy toys, clothes, or books or other things or products that are made by child labor. Thank you for your time.